Good morning, my grade 4 students. It's another SST lesson. Last week, we talked about the Northeast region. This time, we're going to explore lesson 2 of chapter 5, which is the Middle Atlantic states. The learning objective of this lesson is to identify the major cities in the Middle Atlantic states. Just to give you a brief background, students, the Middle Atlantic states have several big cities, including New York City, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Wilmington, and Newark. So in this lesson, we're going to find out more about the advantages and challenges living in those major cities. But before that, let's discuss first the vocabulary of this lesson. Number one, we have the word skyscraper, means a very high or tall building with many stories or floors. Most skyscrapers class are built in urban or cities. Look at the picture. Does it look familiar to you? Yes, you are right. Actually, class, most of the skyscrapers in Doha are located in West Bay. Okay, number two is commute, means to travel back and forth between work and home. Okay, you can say, for example, I commute to Al Wakra every day. Number three, we have urban sprawl. The word urban means city, and when you say sprawl, it's a verb means to spread. So when you see urban sprawl, it is the outward spread of urban areas, or it is a rapid expansion of an urban area or city into what used to be a countryside. And last one, we have the word pollution. It is anything that makes a natural resource dirty or unsafe to use. Pollution happens, class, when the environment, including air, water, and land, are contaminated. All right, again, we have the word skyscraper, commute, urban sprawl, and pollution. Now, students, let's explore New York City. This is the map of the Middle Atlantic states, all right? And Middle Atlantic states are Delaware, New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. All right, this region class has many big cities. In fact, New York City is the largest city in the United States. The former mayor of New York City, named Rudolph Giuliani, once said, "We are a city of immigrants." And by the way, again, grade 4, when you say immigrants, those are the people who come to live permanently in a foreign country. And he meant that people from all over the world have made their home in New York City. And also, there was one New Yorker named Nidia M. Velasquez, came from Puerto Rico. In time, she became the first Puerto Rican woman elected to Congress. New York City, class, is a world-famous center for the arts. Residents and visitors enjoy museums and Broadway shows and concerts. Broadway show, students, is a live performance of a play or a musical. More on New York City, it is a global center for business too. It is a leader in banking, publishing, fashion, entertainment, and other industries. Many industries, class, fill the city's skyscrapers or very tall building like this one in the picture. Somehow, grade 4, on September 11, 2001, something very bad happened. Two of the city's tallest skyscrapers were destroyed in attacks. These buildings were part of the World Trade Center. Another skyscraper in the city is the headquarters of the United Nations, or we say UN. Representatives from nearly every nation gather in this place, and they help member nations work together to solve problems ranging from hunger to war. City life. New York City, grade 4, is not the only big city in the Middle Atlantic states. About 4 out of 5 people in the region live in urban areas. Let's find out what are the other major cities aside from New York City. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh are two major cities in Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania is here, Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Philadelphia Grade 4 is a center of culture, education, and publishing. It is also one of the most historic cities in the Middle Atlantic states because of the role it played in the early days of the United States. Millions of tourists Grade 4 visit museums and historic sites in Philadelphia every year. All right, so let's continue. Pittsburgh has a long history as a steel-making center. Medical research is a newer growing industry in the city. And south of Philadelphia, Grade 4 is Wilmington. It is the largest city in Delaware. Okay, Delaware is here. And many big companies have headquarters in that city. All right, and Newark, Grade 4 is the largest city in New Jersey. Okay, let me show you where it is. Okay, so Newark is here, and it has a central location, highways, a port, and an international airport. So this makes a Newark transportation center for the region. Let's learn the growth and services of the cities. In the past class, workers needed to live close to where they work. But because transportation has improved, people today can live farther from work. Many people live in suburbs and commute, or they travel back and forth between work and home. And as a result, metropolitan areas have grown larger. You can find new businesses, houses, and shopping centers have grown up around cities. And this spreading of urban areas, Grade 4, is called urban sprawl. All right, so just to wrap up this part of the lesson, New York City and other big cities, including Philadelphia, Wilmington, Newark, and Pittsburgh, have experienced urban sprawl. And these cities have faced challenges including crowding, traffic jams, and pollution. All right? And that's all for the part 1 of the lesson Grade 4. Next time, we're going to learn about the places to visit from those cities and states of the Middle Atlantic states. All right, so bye for now and always stay safe.